Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you getting into my weekly check-in. So we've got a lot of spending going on, so we're going to go through each transaction, see what my spending categories look like, and find out how much I need to pay back the credit card. Because one thing I do is put my spending on the credit card and then pay it off once a week. That way I can keep it paid off but still have the ability to have a credit card on hand whenever I need to use it for any kind of reason. I do pay it off, and if I do have a big reason to use it, and we'll talk about that in a minute, I do have one unbudgeted item here, then I also have the backup of how much cash do I have and how can I pay for it, because I don't put anything on the credit card unless I have cash to pay for it. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to get into all the numbers here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe, hit the like, and put a comment in the comment section or emoji. I'd love to hear from you guys. I am 200 subscribers away from what I need to be monetized, and I think that is amazing. I love doing this. This is a hobby for me, but I would love to be monetized as well and earn a little extra cash. I could do YouTube paychecks and things like that. So videos, and that would be kind of fun. I would love to get into that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I would love to see you part of the family. I will do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway when I do that. So if you are interested in that, I will let you know once I hit 1,000 subscribers what the giveaway is and when we'll be doing it. Also, I have done recently in my description box, as well as I think I posted in the community tab. I'm going to pull up my profile here on my phone just a second. So I'm on my channel here, and I posted a freebie in the community tab. So if you go to read more here, there's a Google link drive here highlighted in blue. You click on that, you get this freebie. This is the same freebie I had last year and maybe even the year before. I've used it a few years, but it's a great printable that you can print for your Christmas spending, and it has a way of blocking it off for individuals or groups. You can title it for person, or you can just start making lists, and you can track it with your tracking numbers or what store you bought it from, how much, if it shipped, and if it arrived, if you did it online. If not, just the amount would be all you need. So it's just something free for you guys to have. I usually keep it up November and December, and then take it down by New Year's and bring it back the next year. So that's what I've done. And if you're interested, it's already in the description box, and it's already here in my community tab for my channel. So that's what I have for you guys this month. I don't do a lot of different freebies, but there are several freebies in there. You can print your own budget book, kind of the same way I have mine. And then there's I think a coupon savings challenge. And I don't know if I still have that one up. If I don't, I'll go check on that one. And this freebie, just for you guys to kind of help you along. I think it's a great idea to give something that could help somebody else, and I love giving to others, and this is kind of my gifting, so this is what I'm giving for you guys. So I hope you like it, enjoy it, and when I start using mine, I'll start showing you what that looks like as well. So that will be a great thing to get into. All right, here we are. We've got our November first week spending. I already have all the amounts listed over here. We're just going to check them off and make sure they're correct. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to track our spending. Now I put my monthly total here at the top, because really when my husband gets paid, I'll show you the first of the month. When my husband gets paid here and here, I count that as the first of the month pay. Well, that first of the month pay includes all of these income streams right here. There's 4 of them that come in. And then we have one in the middle of the month. So I pretty much have all my spending money I need for the entire month at the very beginning, at the first of the month. So for me right now, in this way things are working for us, it's best to have the money up, what am I trying to say? It's best to have the total up front and then subtract down, and then I can divide by the number of weeks. I do believe this month is another 4-week month here. So I'm not using this 5th week, even though I put it down when I lay down my stickers. I don't think, is it a 4-week or a 5-week? I just go ahead and put it down. And if I use it, great. If not, I'm not worried about it. It just gives consistency to each month. So we are going to start here and work our way down to everything now we're spending. I do have an unbudgeted category. I do mark that in yellow. Kind of wish I hadn't this time, but I did. We'll get to that at the end, but it does not come out of our checking account. Everything you see here spent comes out of our checking account. And for whatever reason, I put this down earlier and I didn't mean to. And I do need a no spend sticker. So I have one day that was a no spend. I'm kind of forcing this day to be a no spend. And whatever we have to eat, because I just bought a good amount of groceries yesterday, that's what we're using for dinners. We're focusing on that, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's get started. We have pink as grocery household, blue as restaurants, green as miscellaneous, and orange as gas, and copay is purple, unbudgeted is yellow. So let's start with the pink colors for the expense stickers here, and it starts here on the 30th of October. Now the 30th of every month is when my husband gets paid for the first of the next month. That's just how his pay structure is for his current job, and he absolutely loves this job. I'm so thankful for that and grateful for that. I went ahead and started the spending categories on the 30th, and instead of leaving it in October, I just moved it to November because that's considered November money anyway. And I think that's just how I'm going to do it going forward. I tend to do this regardless just because it makes life a lot easier for me when I do this. So the 30th, my husband got paid, and then on the 1st, he got paid all those income streams that you saw before. And I ordered on Amazon $46.69, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh geez. Being that it's pink, it's grocery household, I think there was a packet of what do they call it? Liquid IV mixes and drink mixes for your water. And my husband uses those. I usually get a bag of it from Amazon for like $24. And it has like 14 to 16 packets in it. So that's what we got there. And then I think we also got some other things like mouthwash or something like that my son uses. They had a good sale on Amazon for that. So I just went ahead and bought that. So he has a good stock of that. The next thing I have is this $5.70. And you can see it says Shell and Snacks. I don't know if you can read that, but Shell gas station where my husband stopped for a moment, got a Mountain Dew and some snacks, and then got back on the road. He is on the road most of the day. He drives an hour or two away from the house and goes to his sites where he does inspections at, and he works for the state of Kentucky. So as he's out there, sometimes if he doesn't have enough or he's just needs to just stop for a minute and get out and get gas for the truck or whatever, occasionally he'll get that. Now this is something I could have bought in a grocery store, so I went ahead and put it in a grocery household, and even though it's expensive, that's where I pulled the money from. So there's that. That's the category I use for that. Then Chick-fil-A dinner this night. Oh, that's not what we're doing. We're doing pink. Moving on to Myers here for $93.43. And what did we get at Myers? Myers is my local grocery store, and that looks like something I went in and got. I'm looking up my receipt, and yes, so $93.43. That was 19 items. Okay, so a big part of it was laundry pods. I got that. I had a coupon, $3 off for that. Some biscuits, some snack Oreos and apples, and cashew snacks for lunches, so my husband can just grab and go. He'll be driving down the road. He can eat, have an apple in his hand and eat, or have some cashews in a little container nearby, and he can snack on those if he's hungry. We go through a lot of tortillas in our house, pie crust, milk, tea, and then some other stuff here at the top. I'm trying to remember what they are. But that's okay. But that was what we got. The groceries have gotten completely outrageously expensive. I mean, just bonkers expensive. I cannot believe how much they've gone up. It's insane. And then I got tea tree generic shampoo from Sally Beauty. I get the 1 liter jar, so it's like as long as my notebook here, or as tall as my notebook. And my son uses it, and I get that every 3 or 4 months. I think I have to stop and get what he needs. And it works very well for him, so we just keep using it. Walmart. So I did a Walmart pickup because my Meijer grocery was not carrying any of the Capri Sun Roaring Waters Strawberry Kiwi. That's the one that one of my sons likes to drink. Yes, my sons are in their 20s. They don't care. They're autistic. They just still drink Capri Suns. And and I'm fine with that. They like the Roaring Waters, so it's low in sugar. And if that's what they want, then that's what I'll get them. And so I got some stuff from Walmart. I'm trying to remember what else I got. I think I got a huge package of water, like the 40 bottles of water. And then what else? Here we go. So flushable wipes. I got dry shampoo. There's the Capri Suns. Some chips that they had on sale, some canned goods that I needed, sponges, just typical grocery household stuff for chilies, chili mix, and there's the water and walnut halves and things like that. So, and then the traditional 9-inch pie crust, that's like the thinner crust, not the deep dish crust, the thinner one. I can never find those around Thanksgiving. And I traditionally every year make 4 pumpkin pies that are the traditional pie crust size, and I cannot find in most stores the other. I need to tell my mom, who's just moved to the area, to go ahead and stock up and get her pie crust before they are sold out. So it was $64.06 for that pickup. And then I still went to Meijer's and got $60 of another thing. Let's see, and there were 11 items from Meijer's. Oh, my friend had a birthday on Tuesday, and I wanted to get her birthday card. And then my son needed toothbrushes, and I got biscuits last time, and then I didn't have enough for this weekend, so I got another one. More cashews. Apparently we're going through a lot of cashews right now. And ham salad and crescent rolls, and we buy those a couple times a week. It's ridiculous. And we go through those. And then I went ahead, they had the sale of buy 2 cases of Barq's root beer in the soda can and get 1 free, which averages out to just over $5 per case instead of the $7.99 it's normally sold at. And I always get the buy 2 get 1 free. And my son, who drinks the Barq's root beer, it's his request. His Barq's root beer, he drinks 1 during the day, and that's it. He doesn't drink more than that. So we don't go through it as quickly as you might think. And by the time he finishes it, all those 3 cases, because nobody else in the house really drinks it, the sale's back on again. So I always try to get that. So that's why that price was $60. That was over $20 just for that. So $60.64. And then yesterday I did another pickup. So I got $140 worth of groceries. A lot of the groceries I got, I was just looking over, were specific things. So I was making a grilled Greek chicken, and I wanted olives to go with the grilled chicken that we put over rice, and just had a rice bowl and Greek yogurt, and I made some tzatziki sauce and things like that. I bought 6 pounds of ground beef. It was buy 1 get 1 half price. So if you basically, the second one is half price, so that lowered the price overall. So that's why this price is really high. And then some odds and ends stuff that I also saw on sale there that worked out for us. I went ahead and got that. So hopefully we're well stocked in all the things groceries, and I could slow down a little bit next week, but we'll see what happens. So we went ahead and spent $140.70 there. And let's go ahead and total up that. Okay, we spent $432.41. I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. And move this out of the way. Let's go ahead and track the restaurants now. $43.50. So this, what day was this? Oh, that was October 31st. It was Halloween. I set up a little table outside and I decorated. I sat outside for a while, but we were having, we were concerned if we were going to get any trick-or-treaters. I live in an older neighborhood where the houses are very far apart. Our actual property is one of the smallest ones, and we have 2 acres, so it's a lot of land. But a lot of times the parents will drive their kids house to house as they walk around the neighborhood and stuff. And I knew I wasn't going to have time to fix dinner, so picked up Chick-fil-A and ate that while I was setting up and had a little table, saw the trick-or-treaters, and then it really started raining. I didn't think anybody would show up, but we left the light on and the candy outside, and oh my gosh, it was so cute to see the video of the kids after we didn't go outside anymore. So they loved it. They grabbed the candy and, you know, they had a good time. Next thing we have is, I wrote the same price for both of them, and I think I know which one's wrong. Oh, I never noticed that. 25. Okay, now it's right. So first, Papa John's, my sons ordered their pizza and stuff, so that was and had it delivered. $30.52. We're on the edge. We're actually in the county, not in the city. Right on the edge, and so we're a little further out. And then my husband and I went to Panda Express and got dinner for the 2 of us, and we had it rounded up to Children's Hospital, I think was the donation. So that was $25 there. And then Buc-ee's. So I have that as a restaurant. Buc-ee's is not a restaurant. Buc-ee's is everything, but it has a lot of food and has a lot of good food. My son wanted, and my husband wanted, one wanted a pulled pork sandwich, the other one wanted the gigantic big chopped brisket sandwich. So I took my son and we looked around, and then because they have home decor stuff, they have everything and anything you possibly need at Buc-ee's. And so I went in there, and those 2 sandwiches together are $21.70. That's a lot of money for just 2 sandwiches at a place like that. But it was still food, like you're eating out. It's like grabbing a sandwich, drive through, whatever. And there you go. And it's a treat every once in a while. We don't do it very often, but that was that. Did not find any new t-shirts or souvenirs to get, so we just didn't get anything. Though I do want to go back and see if they have an ornament section up yet. They didn't quite have too much up yet when we went on the 2nd of November, so I'm kind of hoping, because I want to start this tradition to get these Buc-ee ornaments for a friend of mine, and I think she'll love them. All right, Taco Bell. So what happened here? It's Tuesday. Why did we go to Taco Bell? I cannot remember why. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I know what happened here. So it's Tuesday, and my husband did not have to work on Tuesday. It was election day. State does not work on election days, and that was your day to vote. And so we had actually voted on Saturday the 2nd and did early voting. So my husband can go in and vote, and it wasn't very crowded. And if you don't know, he does have PTSD related items from his time in service with the Navy and being active duty and stuff. So now he has to really navigate the world and be mindful of the environments that he's putting himself out in. So that is why we did the early voting. And then on voting day, he just had the day off, and we decided to stop and get lunch and go to Taco Bell. Not sure why we picked that. We just did. It was a simple, easy to get lunch, so that's what we did. And we were running errands. We had a lot of errands that we were running that day, so that's probably why we picked it. I'm going to total up the restaurants, and I'll be right back. All right, $142.11 is what we have. Next we have, I don't have a lot of totaling up to do here, but we'll check them off as we go. Next we have is miscellaneous. So my oldest son was in need of some jeans, and I went to Wrangler.com and took the jeans he had been wearing that had a hole in a certain place, and I went on there and I looked up those specific jeans. When you look at the tag on the inside, I think I bought them at Walmart originally, but I just went to Wrangler.com because I don't trust Walmart shipping. Every time I try to order something, they fail to ship it, and so I just like forget it. And if they don't have the size in the store, and I'm just like, anyway, I ordered it from them. They had a pair. I'm testing out to see how the shipping's going to be, and if it's a good option of ordering jeans for my son. It was $32.86 including shipping, and if it is, I haven't got them yet. I need to go back and look at the email when I ordered them on the 3rd, and today is the 7th. So it's still early enough that they may not have shipped it just yet, but they should be shipping it soon. I just did the standard free shipping, not free shipping, but the standard shipping, so it's minimal cost, and we don't need them right away, so we can wait a little bit. Now, there is a gasoline charge, but it wasn't gasoline. I don't have a category for car washes and things like that, so I went to Tidal Wave, and we had my Armada go through the car wash, and we do that every once in a while. I'm not big on doing that. My husband usually takes care of it, but yeah. Right now, our front water hose spigot is leaking in the basement, so we gotta get that fixed before we can use that. The next thing I have is pharmacy copay. I picked up my prescription, and last but not least, I've already checked it off to remind myself I've already paid this, but the unbudgeted, and if you see this lettering right here, it says SF, that's sinking fund. So I actually used sinking fund money to pay for this. I think I did the yellow thinking I wasn't sure where the money was coming from, and it was just unbudgeted and I had to figure it out. But by the time today happened, I figured out where the money was coming from, and I already put the money on the credit card. So that's taken care of. It's from AutoZone, or not AutoZone, Advanced Auto. So it's a parts store basically. And my husband's Jeep needed a new battery because it would not start. And I'm like, oh, great. So we spent $233.19 on a 3-year warranty on this battery. It's the same battery that was in there previously, and we just went for it. It's actually the top, not the top tier battery, but top tier of that standard of battery for my husband's Jeep. And the others have 1-year warranties, and I was like, I'm not really comfortable with that. He says, well, we'll do the 3-year, because the one he bought last, it was just like it lasted. It was supposed to expire sometime in 2021. So that battery lasted way past its expiration date. And so I'm like, if it did that good, I want to have it, and so it'll do good down the road as well. So there you go. That is all the bills. We're going to move on to the weekly check-in, and then that is all the spending, and we're going to move on to the weekly check-in. After the weekly check-in, I will do the bills and show you what was charged to the credit card, and we'll come up with a number on how much we're going to pay the credit card back, which I've already done. So I know the number, and we're good to go. Grocery household had $432.41, $142.11 for restaurants, $32.86 for miscellaneous, $21 for gasoline. I'm taking it out of gas because it was maintenance on my car, but it wasn't a lot of money, so I just figured gasoline could cover it. And copay was $4.16. I'm going to put 0 because this weekly check-in, this part of it, affects my checking account. And since I paid this out of sinking funds, which is a savings account, that has nothing to do with the checking account, so I don't need to include that over here. So essentially it's zero unbudgeted. Again, at the time when I put the sticker down, I did not know where the money was coming from until I did some research. And then the other day I paid it, so it was fine. I do have handful of transactions for my sinking funds this month already. I had 2 happen today, and then that one, and one other one. So a lot happened this month, and so I will be, when I close out my budgets, the last week and a half or so of the month, I will be doing a sinking funds closeout. So you may want to check that video out later this month. Okay, so I have all my numbers down. Let's go ahead and get the totals for what is left in the budget for the rest of the month. 1,600 minus 432.41. That gives me $1,167.59. Is that right? Yep, that's right. I got a cheat sheet over here where I got my notes. So I'm going to put a check mark with all of these because they've already been paid. We're good there. That's what I used my notes for. $600 for eating out. And we spent $142.11, giving us $457.89 to use for the rest of the month. I didn't do on the first one, but I'll do on the second one here. Divided by the last 3 weeks of the month, it's $150 a week. So if we can stay on average $150 a week, we're perfect as far as the restaurants and eating out. There shouldn't be a problem with that. Let's go ahead and do the $1,167.59 divided by 3. So if I can keep my groceries for the rest of the week at $3.89 every week or less, then we're good to go for the rest of the month. Now this is November and it's Thanksgiving time frame, so I gotta make sure I have all the things and stuff. And I don't know. I'm assuming we'll have Thanksgiving at my parents' house. I don't know who's cooking yet. I don't know. I can't get a straight answer from my mom. But I know my parents aren't going anywhere, so that's a good thing. All right, so 300 minus the 32.86, that gives us $267.14 divided the 3 weeks that we have left. It's about $89 a week if we need it. This is like, I know things are going to pop up, but I don't want to use it if I don't have to. So buying jeans for my son, that's what it's there for. I don't know when or exactly how often I need to buy certain clothing items, certain shoes, whatever. But when it does pop up and I need to pay for it, then yeah, I want to have that available. Gasoline, $2.50 minus the 21 is $2.29. So we have $76 a week. That's going to be more than enough unless we decide to go see my father-in-law who lives 2 hours away. I don't think we're traveling this Thanksgiving. And I think he's planning to come visit us over Christmas. So I'm not sure if that's going to be enough or not. If we're just staying here local, then that's going to be more than enough for the month. If not, we may be cutting it close. So we're good to go there. And then $150, I'm still waiting on the insurance to charge the copays. I don't know anymore. $416. All right, $150 and minus $1,416. And then $145.84 is what we have left. And then 0 for unbudgeted because it did not come out of the checking account. So that $145.84 divided by 3. $48 a week. Yeah, we don't have that much in prescriptions. If they finally bill us electronically for the doctor office visit, then yeah, that'll be enough to cover everything. So that is it for the weekly check-in. And it looks like we're going to have plenty of money. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can tell you guys about that? I mean, I could total all that up together, but really that isn't necessary. Dividing it by 3 for each category just shows me a rough idea of what I can spend for the week, and then I have to remember that throughout the week and keep an eye on that total. So that's why I do this process and talk it out loud, because if I don't write it down and if I don't talk it out loud, I don't remember. And that's why I do it. And I figure if I'm going to talk out loud, I might as well be talking to you guys. So next we have is our bills from the month, and highlighted in blue on the calendar here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the bills that I have for the first week, the 1st through the 7th. So yeah, that's what I have written on here. So I have Amazon Music, I have God's Outreach, which will be changing in the first of the year, PHC, which is our Pregnancy Help Center. God's Outreach is a food bank. And then 109.99 is our Spectrum Internet. So all of those get charged onto the credit card, and then I pay the credit card back once a week when I do my weekly check-in. So let's go ahead and total these numbers up. All right, that's $303.64. Okay, I'm going to start with the $303.64. I'm going to add the different charges up here, $416 plus the $32.86 plus the $21 plus the $241 and plus the $142.11. All right, so I had to pay back the credit card $936.18. And that way I keep it paid off. So by making sure every transaction is tracked, and I intentionally look at it and I intentionally go back, I can know how much to pay the credit card and pay it off every week to keep it at 0. Now currently it's not at 0, but it's also not being charged any interest yet. Because I pay it off every week and I make multiple payments a month on it, way more than the minimum, that interest charge doesn't happen. If I stop, if I start only paying the minimum and not keeping up with all these balances, they're going to start charging me. And interest rates have jumped up so much. I mean, I've seen, like, even for mine, where I keep mine paid off, it used to be 8.99, 7.99% interest rate. I wonder if I can pull it up now. Hold on a second. So in previous years, like I said, it was 7.99 or 8.99. It's jumped up to 13.74, which is still pretty reasonable, but it's because I keep it paid off. I've had it at 14.15 when I didn't pay it off. So that, and because of those times when I allowed interest to be charged to the credit card and kept it maxed out, I spent a lot of money on interest that I never should have. It did not make any logical sense to do so. But I've seen people who have multiple credit cards and have 30%, 25, 30% interest rates. And those things, if you have that, I'm praying for you, and I pray that you find a way out of it, because it's not worth the interest rate you're paying on it. I mean, if you bought a pizza on there, ate it, and then you couldn't pay it off right away, you're paying 25%, anywhere from 15 to 25% interest rate on it, and you leave it on the card long enough, it's just going to compound so much, and then a $30 pizza ends up being $150 after a while, or $200 or something. That compounding interest. And if you can look at the credit card that way, then you can see that this is not something you want to carry around with you. So I highly encourage you to keep your credit card paid off, or pay it off and close it if you can't handle it. And I understand that feeling. I've gone through that. Okay, that's the weekly check-in. That's where we're at today. Everything looks good. Credit card's been paid as far as what we spent and all the bills that were put on it. The weekly check-in looks good. I have enough for all my categories to support the next 3 weeks. and we are good to go. So I'm comfortable with what's coming up next, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing, blessed day. Bye.